Hello everybody, Ray Burke, Spray Wash Exterior Cleaning, Tallahassee, Florida, Spray Wash Academy. Hope everybody's doing well today. We did a video yesterday over on the Academy Facebook page, and several people have asked me to get this out on YouTube so it can be shared. It's regarding respirators and masks in particular, roof cleaning, soft washing, chemical usage. We use a lot of bleach in our cleaning industry. So putting this here out on YouTube so we can talk about it a little bit more. A lot of folks have recommended masks like this in the past for cleaning. I know some training events, they're cheap, they're affordable. A lot of folks have used this. I want to zoom in here so you can see the numbers on that. This is an N95. It's made by 3M. This is basically a dust mask. The N95, you'll see a lot of these, you'll see all these respirators and breathing apparatuses with ratings such as this. The N means it's not oil proof. It's not rated for oil particulates. The 95 means it's going to filter out 95% of the particulate matter that you come in contact with. Now, particulate matter is much different than actual gaseous fumes. So if we're roof cleaning or in a screened room, screen porch area, pool screen, we're dealing with a lot of vapors in that part. This is going to stop the little droplets from getting into your nose and inhaling that, but it's not necessarily going to stop any type of vapor. And in fact, we even have the 3M paperwork on this particular dust mask, and it even says use for liquid or non-oil based particles from sprays that do not emit harmful vapors. Sorry, I'm off the screen there. So do not use for gases or vapors, including those in paint spraying operations, oils, aerosols, asbestos, lead, sandblasting, etc., etc. So anything that's kicking off vapors, this is not really the preferred type thing. Is it better than nothing? Absolutely. But do not assume that just because you're wearing one of these, it's making you safe. And again, that's an N95 or even a P95, which would be oil-based. We see these a lot in these little safety kits that we get. Here's another one by 3M. This has goggles, hearing protection, and another N95 respirator mask in there. Certainly better than nothing. It's going to keep those little droplets of solution out of your nose, but it's not going to protect you from vapors. The next type that we see a great deal are this type of respirator. This is a cartridge system. That will fit like this. We have two different cartridges on this system. It shows on the system that this is a number 801 OV, which means organic vapor. Now, this is not rated for AG, which is acid gas. Organic vapor would be what we're using for sodium hypochlorite for cleaning with a bleach product out there. This would be fine for that. If we're cleaning a roof, we have a fume cloud coming up, we're cleaning inside of a porch area or a low ventilation area, this is going to work just fine for your bleach type products. Looks like this is also one of the 100s, so it's going to filter out 100% of your particulate matter. Something very important regarding this and any type of cartridge filter is to read the manufacturer's recommendations on these filters. The duty cycle for most manufacturers is about 8 hours. And that's 8 hours of actual use time, not 8 hours from whenever you open it. So if you're on a roof for 30 minutes, you're cleaning that, you've got about 30 minutes, you use it for 30 minutes, it needs to go back into its bag. And like this bag where this came, it actually has a plastic Ziploc style enclosure on here. So whenever you put your respirator back in, you can zip it up to make it airtight, because as these cartridges get exposed to air, it's weakening the carbon, it's weakening the filtration in there, and killing the duty cycle on there. But again, 3M is the most popular manufacturer on it. Go to their website, see what duty cycle they're rated for. But always store them properly whenever they're not in use. You know, the packaging on this, it says recommended for paint, spray, and pesticide applications. These are readily available. This one actually came from Harbor Freight. You can also find these at the big box stores, Lowe's, Home Depot, in the paint section. Now, something that's getting to be real popular in the cleaning industry, because it serves two separate needs, are these full face respirators. We like these a great deal. I'm going to put it on to show you. Pardon the hat here. It's very comfortable. I assume you can still hear me here. You can wear your hat on it, keep your head from getting sunburned. Your cartridges are going to go right here. Cartridges that I have not opened yet, they'll put right here, and fit on. They're interchangeable, replaceable. This mask doesn't fog up, and it's very adjustable. Lots of different straps on how you can adjust it and tighten it up. I have a beard. I really technically shouldn't be having a beard whenever I'm wearing this. I am your father. All right, so full face respirator. It's got a little kind of Snoopy hat on here. Mesh helps keep you cool, but keep it in place also. Again, this in itself does no good whatsoever without the filtration. Bought this off of Amazon. It came with filters. The filters had no English markings on it whatsoever. They were all in Chinese. I don't wear Chinese respirators, so I immediately threw those away and purchased a package of the 3M respirators. Now, on the 3M, or the 3M cartridges, should I say. Now, this 3M, this is a OV-AG P100. So, I'm going to show you that marking on here. Very important marking. OV-AG P100. OV means organic vapor. AG is acid gas, and the P100 means that it's filtering out 100%, or I guess the industry standard is 99.75% of particles of greater than 0.3 microns. That's your filtration level for this type of filter. So, again, they come in a sealed bag. This is what came in that box. They call these bayonet style cartridges as opposed to the round ones. These are an oblong shape. These have 3 tabs on there. It's an industry standard. It's a twist lock onto the 3 tab there to replace your things. Whenever we're done with these after each use, they'll get sealed into a Ziploc bag to preserve their life on that. Nice thing about these full face respirators, you're also protecting yourself not only from the particulates, you're protecting yourself from the fumes, but you're also protecting your eyes as well from any drip downs that you might get, or even fumes going into your eyes, because bleach and or cleaning chemicals can wind up aggravating all of your mucous membranes as well as your eyes. So real important to protect those. We always wear glasses whenever we wash. Anyway, safety glasses. So this kind of takes out the safety glass step whenever we're spraying roof and gives us one last thing to worry about. In Florida, if you perform mold remediation or mold assessments, you have to be licensed. I am not licensed for that, so we don't claim to kill mold on any of our projects. If you kill more than 10 square feet of mold in Florida, you have to be licensed. So I'm telling you this not as a licensee and not as somebody who kills mold, but a lot of the mold research shows that whenever mold is attacked by bleach, first thing that mold does is shoot off spores, kind of like an artillery fungus. It's a self-preservation method that it has, and the spores just shoot out from the mold whenever bleach contacts it. So you really get a lot, you have the possibility of getting a lot of exposure to mold whenever you spray it with bleach. So if you're sure you're killing mold on the exterior of roofs and on sidings, it's even more important to wear proper filtration. Now, these aren't necessarily rated for mold. If you want something that's truly rated for mold, you need to include a filter like this that says HEPA on it, or it'll have a designation of an HE, an H, or it'll say, with HEPA filter on there. And that will actually filter out your mold spores as well. Just a little added precaution that you can give yourself on there if you're sure you're killing molds on properties. I know that any of the licensed mediators that would work inside would always wear the proper respirator for doing something like this. So I think as exterior cleaners, we probably ought to give ourselves the same level of safety. Now, that being said, if you have employees, and this is us taking care of ourselves, if you have employees, you're now going to have another level of OSHA reporting that you'll have to do on these respirators. I am not qualified to teach you the OSHA regulations, and I strongly recommend independent verification of anything that I say on here regarding OSHA. But here's what I know, at least as far as what we do with our company. Whenever you have personal protective equipment like this, OSHA is very, very adamant that you provide logs and training for your employees, that they have, they understand how to use them, they understand the lifespan of it, what they do, what they do not do. Everybody's going to have a fit test for this, and you can the fit test sounds a lot more foreboding than it really is, but to make sure that it does fit properly on there, you need to be trained if you're doing the fit tests on there. Just to make sure that this is they're using it properly. You need to have logs that you have fitted them. You need to have logs that you have trained them. You also need to have logs of how old your cartridges are. And this is true for this or this type. So again, if you're sending your employees out in the field on that, it's just an extra level of reporting that you as the business owner needs to do. But we need to do this for all of our personal protective equipment anyway, as far as OSHA is concerned, whether it be safety glasses, hearing protection, gloves, all of that OSHA requires proper training and proper recording of that information as far as that equipment's concerned. So one more thing to add to your OSHA list on there. I think that's all I have on this subject right now. Hope everybody has a fantastic day out there in washing land. Remember, come and visit us at spraywashacademy.com for any helpful information. And feel free to contact us there if you have any questions. Our contact information is there on the site. We are located in Tallahassee, Florida. And you also might catch us on the road at some of our training events that we're doing around the nation. And heck, even overseas some this year. So You guys have a fantastic day, and as my buddy Carlos Gonzalez from EBC says, wash on.